This video is going to address additional security concerns for while you're in service mode of operation. We're going to make these changes in maintenance mode using Winbox at these locations down here. So you're in maintenance mode, you have Winbox activated. Go to Tools-Mac Servers. We're going to disable all three. We go to IP/pool. We're going to narrow the address pool. Go to System Identity. We're going to change to another name. We're going to make it think it's a different router. That way it doesn't know which OS it's dealing with. And in quickset Home AP, we're going to change the Wi-Fi network name to TP-Link 108. Quickset Home AP and change the Wi-Fi network name to TP-Link 108. This will make them think that possibly our address is 192.168-108-1. And it'll throw them off the track. And last but not least, we'll back up to maintenance mode, all these changes we made. Then we'll disable Winbox, and then using Winbox, we'll back up the in-service mode, and now we're locked out until we use our SSH. Following videos have the following security issues. Isolate the LAN ports from one another if you choose to do that. This whole Wi-Fi wireless system is a security hassle in itself, and that's a separate video. We're also going to create a DOH secure DNS server so that you can prevent a man in the middle. So let's get started with this particular lesson. First we'll go over here to Tools. Come down here to, where is it? Mac Servers. There's 3 Mac server boxes here. The first one is Telnet. That allows a WAN interface. We don't want that. We want it none. We want nothing accessing that Mac server. It's a security hole. Same way with Mac's Winbox server. We can run Winbox using the IP address. We don't need a Mac server to use Winbox, so we're going to put none on this. Another security hole plugged. And last but not least, the ping server. We're going to disable the ping server. That's another way people can find out more information about your LAN network. So those 3 servers should always be disabled during your maintenance mode. Okay, next item is IP pool. So what do we mean by that? Well, if we go where we are right now, Quickset AP, Home AP, you see that right now we don't have any internet connection. I purposely pulled the white plug off the router. I don't want to be on the internet while I'm making all these changes. Somebody might step in on me while I'm in maintenance mode. So I don't have any of these things available right now. What we do have down here, DHCP server range. Right now it's from 88.10 to 88.254. Well, if people have to guess where we're operating, we don't want to make it easy. We want to just guess anything between 10 and 254. Those are defaults, right? So we're going to change that. We're going to change the DH server range from 110 to, let's say, use 20 of them, 130. 130. Now the average person won't know which spectrum of IP addresses we're actually using. So we apply here, then it takes it. Notice I put in a false number. Notice it will say, you got a problem. So it checks all these parameters when you try to apply them. That's why you should always use the apply button and not the OK. OK might do it too. Let's find out. Still have it wrong. OK button does it too. So it's always looking to make sure you have adequate parameters in all these boxes. So make it back to 130, which we decided upon. Now there's only a 20 address range that's being used, and somebody has to guess that we're within this range. So that's a security issue that's plugged. While we're on the subject of IP pool, this is your DHCP server pool. Notice it changed with it, 110 to 138. What the hell was that? The router just rebooted. The router just rebooted, I don't know why. So 110 to 138, and I got 110 to 138 over here. So notice that this is the same information, these 2 different places. Now we're going to change the identity. to a different router brand. That way they'll be trying to break into a TP-Link and not a Microtech router. So let's change the identity and also the Wi-Fi network name so they won't know it's a Microtech or Microtech, whatever you want to say. Some people have issues with that. So we're going to go to System, Identity, way up here. We're going to change that to TP-Link. Once you notice up here, we're connected to this Do-It user account on Microtech. When I change that, say OK, now it says TP-Link up here too. The other place I want to change is right here under quickset, Home AP. Right here, the network name. Don't tell them that it's a Microtech router. So we'll just put in here TP-Link 108. For the reasons we discussed earlier. Now we're going to apply that. Everything seems okay. Everybody's happy. So let's see what's left here. Now we want to do a files backup in maintenance mode because we made all these changes. We have Winbox enabled, so we're going to go ahead and do a maintenance mode backup. So come over here to Files. And we're going to do a backup. We'll call it maintenance mode. We're going to back it up. Notice it gives you no protection. It just does it. It doesn't care if you intend to do that or not. It just does it. So now, according to our list over here, which would be the list at the video, we're going to disable Winbox and back up the InService mode again. This will be InService this time. We'll go back to Files. First we got to go to IP, Services, and disable Winbox. Select it, disable it. Notice everything's disabled here except SSH. Now here under Files, we go to Backup. We're going to call it InService. I'm going to back that up. Once again, it writes over the old one. So now when we exit with Winbox, we won't be able to get back in with Winbox. We'll come down here and start up Winbox again. Notice we can't connect. Connections refused because now we need, you know what, we need SSH with keys now. So come down here with SSH DOT, which has keys. Load that. And we'll open the router that wants the passphrase. Now we're back in. Like we said earlier, we can go IP. We can go Service. We can go set Winbox disabled equals no. But I won't do that because I'm going to leave it in service. That's how you get out of InService back into maintenance mode. I'm not going to do that. I just want to show you that's how we access the router. At this point, we're in service mode. This is how we enable Winbox so we can use it in the maintenance mode. Because once Winbox is enabled, you're now in maintenance mode, what I consider maintenance mode. It's a major issue when you turn on that maintenance mode. When you turn on Winbox, it's a major security threat. That's why I usually disconnect the bottom cable from the router before I do that. So that concludes this lesson.